But UPND, can you put Choma Kaoma in one of your presidential campaign committee already? Because mwamena ipandurira do, mwamena ipandurira data, mwamena ipandurira information we are regarding what President Hakainde Hichilema has done to Zambia and to the economy at large. I've heard a lot of people say a lot of things, but I don't think anyone has come closer to what he has said. And who can say it better? Who can say it better than one of the people who rubbed shoulders with some of our leaders in the opposition? He has a Pandora DTV about.
Personally, I am convinced that he's the man for the job. Looking at what he has been able to do in the 4 years and where we're coming from, I am convinced that he's the man for the job. Because personally, I'm in the opposition myself, and I interact with most of these leaders that we have, and I can rest assure you that there is no message that is credible out there in the opposition, apart from vengeance, apart from retribution, apart from revenge, apart from jealousy and envy.
So absolutely no presidential aspirant from the opposition has been putting out a good or solid enough message to convince the Zambian people.
What message for now? What message can we talk about? What message can we talk about? Because when you look at the figures, they speak for themselves. Inflation today will boast of a single digit. You've seen that. I'm not even supposed to talk about that. Microeconomic indicators are showing that our economy is steadily rising.
But some of the opposition leaders argue that they can do much better. And if what has been done so far,
they can do much better. We are coming from a pandemic, and we are coming from a drought.
But these are arguments that were also used prior to 2021, and still President Hakainde Hichilema told the Zambian people that he can do better. But we also got arguments from the then regime, the Patriotic Front government, who argued and they talked about their wins and all the things they've been able to achieve. The same way you are highlighting what you feel President Hakainde Hichilema has achieved. We've heard this before, but we still had stakeholders from the opposition who said they can do much better than what has been done. How different is it now for those who are making a similar argument?
Let them tell us what they will do better than what the current has done. The current, when he was in opposition, he talked about debt management, and that is what he has done. We don't hear songs of default anymore. That is one thing that he has done better. Look at the debt we had just in the energy sector. We had over $800 million being owed to different OMCs. Go to ERB today, that debt is history. That debt is history. That's why today, government, without going out to borrow, is able to cushion the price of fuel, even amidst a crisis that has affected nations. Can you imagine a nation with a population of 3 million, that is Rwanda, going to the IMF to seek help just to cushion this pressure? And yet, we have a government here with a population of over 20 million, managing such a crisis with just a marginal increment. I think we need to give kudos where it is due.
Wait, is this Choma Kaoma? Or it is just someone else masquerading as Choma Kaoma? But I'm on TV, please confirm. Was it really him who said these things? And you see, the beauty is it is not coming from someone within the UPND. It is coming from someone who worked and rubbed shoulders with most of these people that are in the opposition today. They hung out here, they were running errands together, they ate together. And for him to come out like this, he has seen here that most, if not all, of our opposition leaders really have got nothing serious to offer. And that is a problem that I equally have. Where people can't give you alternatives. They can't say, oh, these ones are doing this badly. Here is the right way to do it, or this is how we are going to do it better. When they stand on the podiums, when they stand on these political rallies, when they stand or sit in these TV stations and radio stations to speak, you can feel the anger, you can feel the hatred, you can feel the vengeance. You can feel it here that but when we put them there, people will suffer. Yeah, you can tell, you can tell, and I'm glad that it's not coming from someone in the ruling party. No, it's coming from someone in the opposition. It is coming from someone that worked with the former ruling party, not just the underground, someone that could even walk in and out of State House. Someone who knows these people better than some of us, the general citizens, know them. This is what I've always said, that being in the opposition is not all about opposing everything that your friends have done. Sometimes it is to just say, you know what? Yes, here our friends have scored. But in Zambian politics here, that it does not happen. No matter what good you do here, they'll always interpret it negative. And they'll make it seem or look like they can do better than you can. Yet some of them were part of the system in the previous regime that made the country go back years and years back. And they never did what they think they can do better now. And now some of them want to become presidents. Yet they had an opportunity to serve this country in their various portfolios, and they never did whatever they are saying they are going to do now. So nishi muno muziko ma plans ya mapgera chabwe ngatu funo nkala kateka. Depe ya mapgera ma plans that I can do this better than this one. When you're already part of the system, either as a director, either as a PS, either as a minister, my plans is kuti this can work better, until you decide to become president. That's when the brilliant ideas come. I know that even after HH, there are some of you that want to stand and you bring us with other messages. Please start sharing those messages with the president so that he tries them now. So that you, when you come, ni far. Simple. So not create unnecessary problem. No, Honorable Choma Kaoma, thank you so much for being blunt. Thank you so much for being honest. Thank you so much for being sincere. And thank you so much for calling things as they are. Yes, even us we are able to see them, but sometimes people misunderstand us. They think we are paid to do these things. They think we don't just think right. They think we are cadres. They think we are praise singers, but it's okay. At this point we don't care. At this point no, we don't care. What's important is to speak your mind. What is important is to say things as they are. And I'm glad that you and I at least see things from the same angle we are. Yeah. So, you already have a committee member. Just adopt him. Let him also go and oppose.